So this is a quick review and a sort of goodbye to this Miele. I've had it a week and unfortunately it's on spin. It's making quite a lot of clanging noises or tapping noises. I think it could be wires or loose springs. I don't know if it's just the design, but basically I don't think it's up to standard for a make like Miele, which should be really smooth and high quality. Anyway, this is a WED025 bought from John Lewis end of August 2024. I mean, the plus points are it washes well, it heats the water to a good level, it's got a good, really nice honeycomb drum. I really like the design of the controls, very simple. Very simple programming. You can also, one of the things that drew me back to Miele, because I had a Miele back in the 90s, was the fact you could customize the programs in the background. You can set some presets like maximum rinse level, water plus, adding an extra rinse, storing the memory so that it remembers what you select each time as it's done here. Another plus point of this machine, you know, it's got a lovely smooth motor. It's got nice clean styling. There are lots of reasons to buy a Miele, and yet there are some problems with them, and I think at the premium price these problems need to be addressed. For one, the clanging, I've read, is quite common amongst these machines. And there are videos on YouTube of machines making this sort of noise, and unfortunately, you know, it seems to be that people are being told that it's not actually damaging the machine, but it just doesn't sound very nice. Well, that's not frankly good enough, because other mates don't do that sort of thing. The machine vibrates quite a lot on spin. I mean, not excessively, but more than other makes, I think, which is a bit of a shame. The pump is very noisy compared to other machines. I've had quite a few washing machines, and I have to say the Miele is up there with a noisy pump, which again is a bit bizarre because if you live in an open plan room or put the machine on at night, you can't avoid the pump running. You can avoid spins, but you can't avoid the pump running, and that is very loud in these machines. On spins, the machine does take quite a long time to balance. I find the balancing procedure a little bit faffy compared to other makes, where it just seems to get on with it. In Miele, and I'm not talking about the sensitivity here, I'm talking about the process. The process of actually balancing the load is quite long-winded. So if it can't balance, say on an attempt, when it attempts again, it goes backwards and forwards and takes its time. Whereas other mates will go attempt, then maybe only then turn backwards, redistribute the laundry, and then try again and again and again, but do it very quickly. With these machines, they seem to take quite a long time to balance the load. Whilst Miele are still quite well made in some ways, there's some bits that have become very cheap. For example, this. I find that very plasticky and cheap. That could easily get kicked and damaged. Something that may be of concern to mothers with children, or anyone with children, should I say. There's no heat shield here, and if you're doing a hot wash, someone could potentially hurt themselves. I hate heat shields, the dark ones where you can't see what's going on, but for a premium make, I'm very surprised there isn't a heat shield here just to protect, and also it can help with noise as well. I mean, the other thing about this machine, I will say it washes well, maintains a good temperature, but then it lets itself down a bit on rinsing. If you select short and water plus, it does 2.5 rinses. Well, I'd like that ability to be able to do a bit more. My partner suffers with allergies, and that really, I don't think 2.5 rinses is really enough. And it doesn't, on that half rinse, it doesn't do an interim spin. The wash time on this hour and 18, the washing period is about 48 minutes. I would say that they could perhaps reduce that just a little bit and put a little bit more time into the rinsing. Spin results are good, but like I say, it does take a time to get there sometimes. This is a common problem again amongst modern washers, but as I said, this takes a little bit longer than I think it should. So would I recommend a Miele? I'm not sure. I've heard lots of bad things about the power wash, that it doesn't use enough water, and twin dose braking. So I think Miele need to think about some of their little finishing touches. There are other machines out there that I hear are a lot more reliable. It's a shame. I used to love the brand, and they are bringing out a new series, I think, soon. This is the W1. I think the W2 is going to be coming, so hopefully that will be a lot better. Anyway, so this is goodbye to this Miele, and tomorrow it's going to be replaced by Siemens. Anyway, thank you.